Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. It's freezing outside, that's why I've got my big coat on. It's colder than a penguin's arse crack out here. Right, we sold a beautiful Golf GTD and the customer wanted to part exchange in his car. I said no, he said yes. I said it's too old, he said it's a good car. I said it's too expensive, he said let's talk. So basically the long and the short of it is we ended up with a 20-year-old BMW X5. Right, I'm gonna head in the shop to grab a coffee and a croissant and you lot can go and have a look and see what you get for a bag of sand. And here she is, 2005 BMW X5 3-litre diesel in black. What more could you want, eh? Let's have a look around this car and see what it's like. Now, we're not sure what we're going to do with this. We don't know if we will want to retail this car. We probably won't. It's 20 years old. It's a big old juicy BMW. Things might go wrong on it. So yeah, we're not sure. We probably won't retail this, but it is worth bringing back to life. And we did only pay £1,000 for this car. Right, so let's have a look around it. Let's start from the start. These headlights could probably do with a little light polish. They're not horrendous, but they will want a little bit of going over, won't they? And there's a little bit missing out of that grille there. That's probably not the end of the world, is it? But bodywork wise, it doesn't look that bad. It's absolutely filthy, obviously. Front bumper looks like it might have had some action there. Might have had a little bump in it. It doesn't look like it's been painted before, so it's probably not been repaired. And this car is totally HPI clear. But yeah, it's not quite sitting right, is it? But generally, it's not too bad. I think the only real bad bit we've noticed is that little dent there. We'll have to get Steve to attend to that. I'm sure he can pop that out for us. Right, so let's start with the tyres. What have we got? Now this one has got loads of tread on it and it's a Kumo. That's not bad, is it? And the wheels, they don't look too bad. I mean, they're filthy, they do want to clean. A little bit of curbing around the edge, but plenty of life still left in them. So it's the 3-litre diesel. Ooh, what have we got going on there? We've got a bit of crackage going on there. It might have had a previous repair in there and that's a bit of filler cracking, but we're not too worried about that. Got the side steps, they want a good scrub, don't they? Ah, this is one thing. The door handle is broken, but we'll get to that in just a sec. But yeah, very, very dirty, but doesn't look beaten up, does it? Looks all right. Right, onto this tyre. What have we got? Again, loads of tread on that. Looks nearly new, that tyre. And that is a Nexon. So again, not a bad brand of tyre. Not the best, but I bet they're not cheap, those tyres, that sort of size. I mean, what size are they? 285, 45, 19. They will be a pretty penny, those tyres, I'm sure. Rear parking sensors. The back all looks good. We have had to put a new set of plates on this because it did have a private plate on it, so the plates are probably about the freshest thing on the car at the moment. But yeah, looking all round it, it doesn't look too bad at all, does it? What tyre brand have we got on here? We have another Nexon, and again, looks pretty much brand new, plenty of tread on there. And that wheel looks good as well. And down this side, yeah, all good. All good. Not really a lot to do to it other than give it a good clean, put a year's MOT on it. That's got the makings of a car. I mean, that will do someone. I remember when these came out. I am old enough to remember these coming out in the early 2000s. And this was back when BMW used to own Land Rover. So I think they've got a bit of a 4-wheel drive about them. I think they are pretty good off-road, if my memory serves me correctly. Did sell a few of these back in the day. I remember when they come out, they were quite revolutionary, quite an imposing sort of beast, aren't they? And they've still got a bit of style about them now, I think. But yeah, let's have a look on the inside and see how the interior has held up. 122,000 miles I think this has got on it, but we will double check that in a sec. Wants a damn good clean, doesn't it? Electric seats, wonder if those work. But it looks like their leather's held up pretty well for 20 years old. Someone's put one of those silly upgraded stereos in it. I wonder if that works. They usually don't. Oh, and we've got my suitcase in the back there because I've been chucked out. I haven't really, people. I'm actually going on a cruise next week. The wife has talked me into going on a cruise. Never been on a cruise before. And I'm not really looking forward to it because I don't like boats and I can't swim. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a bit of sun, hopefully. Little cruise around the Canaries. We've also got a front wiper there, so we have had to buy that because it was hanging off. That was £2.50, so it brings our total spend up to £1,002.50 so far. Right, what have we got in the back? These have got the split tailgates on them. Yes. But we've got everything there. Parcel shelf is still there. They're sometimes missing, and it's even got that guard there. Wants a bloody good hoover, doesn't it? Right good hoover out, but all looks good. Back seats. Yeah, they're well built cars, these, aren't they? They do hold up well. Back in the day, I mean, I don't know what this would have been new. I'd imagine 40 grand maybe more. Put it in the comments if anyone can remember how much these were back in 2005. Now that, the customer actually gave us that. So that is the internal door handle mechanism. And we have also got the door handle to fix that. So that is certainly one job that we have got to do before we decide what we're going to do with this car, because it is annoying climbing over to get in and out of the bloody thing, which I will demonstrate now. So currently we are climbing over here and opening it like that, and then walking around and getting through that way. So let's have a look at the inside, shall we? Electric memory seats with 3 settings. Back in the day, this would have been the daddy, wouldn't it? If you had one of these, you was a gangster. A little bit of wear there on the leather, but I'm sure we can touch that up and we can repair that. But generally, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Bit of wear on the steering wheel. That wants a bit of sorting out, but you can live with it, can't you? You can live with it. Inside, glove compartment. Don't think there's a fridge in there, but it's all there. And the little secret bit there. Obviously it's an auto. I think most of these were, very rare in a manual, but most importantly in this weather, we've got the heated seats. Look at that, lovely jubbly. Right, shall we see if it starts, and shall we see if this radio works? So we have just got the one key, unfortunately, but it does all work. Yeah, locking all works on the key. Let's see if this old baby starts, shall we, and see if there's any lights on the dash. 2 miles, gonna have to put some diesel in it, and these are pretty damn juicy if my memory serves me correctly. Oh, she's away on the button. Right, what lights have we got? 122,000 miles. Fuel light, better get used to that. But no warning lights on, so that's all good. And we've got this upgraded stereo, got sat nav. Tells you about your food and your shopping. I'm not a lover of those, but I suppose it's a bit of an upgrade, isn't it? But yeah, not too bad at all. Right, what have we got paperwork wise on this? So, got the book pack there. I don't think it's had a million owners. Yeah, so 4 former keepers. That's not bad for 20 years old, is it? And MOT, I don't think it's got a major long MOT on it. Right, so end of February. So we will have to get that done. And we will probably trade out of this car, but we're probably not going to want to retail it, but it will be nice to have a year's MOT on it. No advisories on the current MOT, so that's all good. Now I wonder what paperwork we've got. The guy did say that he's had this 18 months and he paid £3,500 for it. So what have we got? Puncture repair. Right, so there's the invoice. He paid £3,500 for it, and that was in 2023, so that's all good. We've got a customer that was telling the truth for once. He did say there's a bit of service history with it. I don't think it's full by any means, but there's a few bits and pieces. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Right, it's a service there at 112,000 miles, oil filter, air filter, just a cheap service, £245, but that's pretty good, isn't it? It's on 122 now, so pretty good. What have we got here? Thanks for contacting BMW customer information. Oh, it looks like they've contacted BMW to see if there's any records of it being serviced. So below is the date of the details of the BMW centre that your car had visited. 2007, 9, 10, 10, 13, 13. Right, so early on in its life, it looked like it went back to main dealer. What have we got there? Another service in 2020. So it's got a few bits with it, hasn't it? Have a service there, 2021. Old MOT, old MOT. Service book, I wonder what we've got. So we've got all the original manuals there. This is the service book. I'd imagine this is probably empty. It might have a couple of early stamps in there. Let's have a look. Right, so we've got one in 2007, oil service. And then another one, 33,000 miles. I can't read the date on that one. Another one in 2012, 52,000 miles, discs and pads and wishbones. And 66,000 in 2014. Gearbox upgrade ECU. What about that? Yeah, so there's a few bits with it. It's, you know, it's not a pig, is it? It's definitely worth saving, I think. Heavy old bonnet on these, and I think these struts aren't the best. Yeah, that's probably going to hit me on the head, isn't it? But I'll have to hold that up. But there you go. Big old 3 litre diesel engine. I think these are pretty reliable. What do we need to do on it? We need a cap for that washer bottle. We'll get one of those ordered. Wants a good clean under there, but it all looks pretty dry. I mean, it's not horrible under there, is it? Just wants a bit of a clean. It's been used. Yeah, sounds right. Sounds pretty sweet. I think first job, let's get these headlights polished. Just give them a light going over before we present it for an MOT. And then I think we'll get it out on the road and see what this old baby drives like. What are we saying then, Liam?
Mate, I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm riding a boat across the River Nile.
Yeah, they are a bit wavy, aren't they? They do feel like you're driving a boat, for sure.
But putting my foot down up this hill, it's a beast. I know that.
It is a beast. And they do drive a bit weird, but you've got to remember, it's 20 years old, mate. I mean, this is how they did drive when they were new.
I think it's quite a comfortable drive, and it definitely pulls well. It weighs a lot, and it needs that 3 litre in it to be able to pull. But I'll be honest, my personal opinion on it is, it's a good car.
Well, there's no knocks or bangs, or it's not clunky, is it?
For £1,000, what a bargain.
It is what it is. Let's just hope that it's all right on the MOT. But first things first, let's chuck some diesel in it.
I think we might be lucky to make it to the petrol station.
Yes, we might break down.
That would be quite a bit of entertainment, but I'm hoping, got my fingers crossed. We've only got about 2 miles, but that looks like it's been on the 0 for a very long time. So let's quickly get to the petrol station, fill up with some fuel, get to MOT. If this passed the MOT with flying colours, then I think we could possibly think of retailing it.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll let you know at the end of the video what the plan is for this car.
Well, listen, it's a part exchange, isn't it? So we could part ex to clear it, sell it with no warranty. I don't see why that should be a problem if we sell it right, if we explain to the customer when they come in.
Maybe, or we could just trade it out. But let's do the numbers. Let's get the MOT done. We'll look at exactly what it owes us, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with it. Now, they say you can't polish a turd, but we've got to have a go with this one, because we've had a chap pop in and ask if it's for sale. We've explained it's got to be MOT'd, and he sounds double keen. Let's see if we can get this baby cleaned up and sold. We've had to call in the big guns. A job that would have taken us probably 6 hours took our friends at AD Autos 20 minutes. That's the handle back on and fixed.
Chris is a bit old-fashioned. He will not let a car go for MOT unless it's nice and clean. So out with a bucket and sponge, time for a quick spruce up. And a 15-minute wash, what a transformation. He also polished those headlights off camera, took him about 5 minutes to do, and what a difference it's made. Absolutely spanking. This car looks like it's retail ready. Out of his magic wand, he loves the touch-up. Surprisingly, not a lot to do on this car, just a few little bits around the door edges and a couple of stone chips on the bonnet.
Giving the engine bay a little wipe over and a spruce up. eBay special washer bottle cap, £4. And when we was doing our pre-MOT checks, we noticed there was a bulb out. But not just any old bulb. This is a super duper Chumbawamba high intensity discharge xenon bulb. Shout out JR Car Parts for charging me £24. Right, let's get these 2 bits fitted before that bonnet falls on my head. Well, that's it dropped down for MOT, and we've already agreed a price of £2,700. So whatever it needs for the MOT, there's no going back now. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
So we're back down at CWC Automotive. The MOT has been done. We're down to collect it, and there's no advisories on the MOT. We wasn't expecting it. 20-year-old car, BMW X5. We thought there was going to be a little bit more to spend on that one, but it turns out that it's ready. We're going to collect it now, and it's time for Chris to give him a call, let him know the good news, get him down, get this one sold. And it's one of them. It's not our typical stock car. It's a cheapie, but they're little bonuses when these cars go through. When we get another sale on the board, especially a nice little bit of profit, what we've got in this one. We'll tell you all about that in a minute.
And we sold it.
Of course we sold it, mate. And not only that, he paid us in readies, 2,700 quid. Actually, Liam, I probably shouldn't say readies because a few people on the comments, they say about how common we are and how we speak. And you pair of idiots, you haven't got a clue what you're doing. Thick as shit.
What do they know?
What do they know? Well, I actually think that we're both fairly intelligent.
I'd say very intelligent.
Very
mate.
intelligent.
Very.
And I'm going to demonstrate this whilst I run through the numbers of this vehicle. We were extremely fortunate to acquire said piece of German craftsmanship in a part exchange transaction from a very delightful chap. We only paid £1,000 for this vehicle, and with some frugal fettling and preparation, we spent just a meagre £100. Therefore, that results in a £1,600 profit.
Ooh, very nice.
This is of course before factoring in the costs of running such a profitable organisation, and of course before our contribution to our friends at HMRC in the form of value-added tax and also income tax. Nonetheless, it still represents a healthy profit and demonstrates not only our business acumen but our extreme level of intellect.
Absolutely splendid, sir.
Yeah. No, I can't do it anymore. Right, I'm going to get this 2,700 quid, chuck it in the skyrocket, get down the battle cruiser, have a little bubble, and if I'm lucky, maybe even cop a bit of Jack and Danny.
Oh, love it, mate. Love it.
That's the end of today's video, people. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon in the next one.